that the moment you decide to be extraordinary is the moment your life begins to change. And today, I want to talk to you about something that can revolutionize your life, your career, and your relationships. It's a simple idea, but don't let its simplicity fool you. It's powerful enough to transform everything. Here it's, act as if you are the best. No one is better than you. Now, I can already hear some of you thinking, but that sounds arrogant. Or isn't that just faking it? Well, let me tell you something. This isn't about arrogance. It's not about putting others down. It's about lifting yourself up to your full potential. When I say act as if you are the best, I'm talking about adopting the mindset, the habits, and the actions of someone who is at the top of their game. I'm talking about setting a standard for yourself that's so high, it pulls you up by its very nature. Let me ask you this. Have you ever watched a great athlete perform or seen a master craftsman at work? There's a certain confidence, a certain poise that they carry. It's not arrogance, it's certainty. It's the knowledge that they've put in the work, they've honed their skills, and they're ready to perform at the highest level. That's what I'm talking about when I say act as if you are the best. It's about carrying yourself with that same certainty, that same poise in everything you do. Now, some of you might be thinking, but I'm not the best. I'm not even close. And to that, I say, so what? The beauty of this principle is that it works even if you're not the best. You see, when you act as if you're the best, something magical happens. You start to believe it. And when you believe it, you start to become it. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy of the most powerful kind. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're in a job interview. You're nervous, you're doubting yourself, you're wondering if you're good enough. Now, how do you think that interview is going to go? But what if you walked into that interview acting as if you were the best candidate they could possibly hire? What if you carried yourself with confidence, spoke with certainty about your skills and experiences, and truly believed that you were the solution to their problems? Do you think that might change the outcome? You bet it would. And here's the kicker. Even if you don't get that particular job, acting as if you're the best will have changed you. You'll have practiced confidence. You'll have articulated your skills and experiences in a powerful way. You'll have raised your own standards for how you present yourself. And all that will serve you well in the next opportunity that comes along. But let's be clear about something. Acting as if you're the best doesn't mean you stop learning or growing. In fact, it's quite the opposite. The truly best people in any field are always learning, always improving. They're hungry for knowledge, eager for new challenges. So when you act as if you're the best, you're also committing to continuous improvement. You're saying, I'm going to carry myself like the best, and I'm going to do the work to become the best. This principle applies to every area of your life. In your relationships, act as if you're the best partner, the best friend, the best parent. What would that look like? How would you treat people? How would you communicate? How would you show up day after day? In your health and fitness, act as if you're in the best shape of your life. How would you eat? How would you move your body? What habits would you cultivate? In your finances, act as if you're the best at managing money. How would you make decisions? How would you budget? How would you invest in your future? Now, I can hear some of you thinking, but isn't this just pretending? Isn't it fake? And to that I say, at first maybe it is. But here's the thing about human beings. We are incredibly adaptable creatures. We become what we consistently do. If you consistently act confident, you become confident. If you consistently make healthy choices, you become healthy. If you consistently manage your money well, you become wealthy. It's not pretending. It's practicing. It's rehearsing for the role you want to play in your own life. And let me tell you something else. The world responds to how you act. When you carry yourself as if you're the best, people treat you differently. Opportunities open up. Doors that were closed suddenly become ajar. But remember, this isn't about fooling anyone. It's about fooling yourself It's about tricking your own mind into believing in your potential, your worth, your ability to achieve great things. You see, most of us have a little voice in our head that says, "You're not good enough. You can't do that." Who do you
All right, family, we're going to get started in literally a couple minutes. So blow up your chat boxes, send out this call. Let's get way more people on this call. We're going to get started in a couple minutes.
think you are? And that voice, my friends, is a liar. It's a liar that's been programmed by years of self-doubt, by well-meaning but misguided advice, by setbacks and failures that we've misinterpreted. When you act as if you're the best, you're reprogramming that voice. You're telling it, actually, I am good enough. I can do that. I am someone who achieves great things. And here's the beautiful part. As you start to act this way, as you start to carry yourself with this confidence and certainty, you'll find that it becomes easier and more natural. What started as an act becomes your reality. Now, I want to be clear about something. Acting as if you're the best doesn't mean you ignore your weaknesses or your mistakes. The truly great people in any field are acutely aware of their shortcomings. But here's the difference. They don't let those shortcomings define them. They see them as opportunities for growth, as challenges to overcome. So when you act as if you're the best, you're also committing to honest self-assessment. You're saying, I'm going to hold myself to the highest standard. And that means I'm going to be brutally honest with myself about where I need to improve. And that, my friends, is where the real growth happens. Because when you combine the confidence of acting like you're the best with the humility to recognize your areas for improvement, you become unstoppable. Let me share a little secret with you. The most successful people I've ever met in any field all have this in common. They act.
Okay, let's get started. Good morning, family. How are we all feeling today? I hope we're all feeling blessed. I hope we're all feeling good. Let's drop some gratitudes in the chat box and let's get this call started off correctly. I'm so happy and grateful that I woke up this morning. I'm so happy and grateful for God. I'm so happy and grateful for nature. I'm so happy and grateful for this opportunity. Good morning, Rio. Good morning, family. My family, my home, my good health and positive influences around me. I'm so happy and grateful for the opportunity to learn every day. So happy and grateful for you all. So happy and grateful for these calls. Who have we got on this call? Amazing, amazing, amazing. Perfect. God. Where's our gratitudes, guys? There's 36 of us on this call. I want to see loads of gratitudes. I'm so happy and grateful. I woke up this morning feeling positive, grateful for God and every blessing. Congratulations to Sky and Melando as well for hitting their ranks. Absolutely so deserved, honestly. So exciting. What is happening? Even just waking up today. Amazing, amazing. Cool. Let's get started. How are you all feeling, guys? I'm feeling... You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. I'm feeling really good today. We're really hamming out the 90-day burst. I do feel it. I do feel that, we really are just kind of, it's just feeling like momentum right now. It's feeling like we're really onwards and upwards. I feel like it's nice to see a lot of people growing. It's nice to see a lot of people really just kind of overcoming lots of things that they're going through and really just kind of developing into their best self. So today I really wanted to do this call and really talk about a few things that I feel like, may help in terms of this next 90, because a lot of us, when it comes to this next 90, you're going to realize a lot about yourself. You're going to realize a lot about the way you think, a lot about how you react in terms of how things happen to you. And if things happen to you, how do you respond to them? Because when it comes to 90-day bursts, they are easy in the beginning. And then when they get to the middle, the end, that's when your habitual mind starts coming in and playing. And your habitual mind is your habit of mind. So your habits up until now are going to start kicking in. So that's where, when your habitual mind starts kicking in, that's where the real challenge starts to come, because that's the challenge of, you know, if you've set it to wake up early, okay, and you're used to not waking up so early, or you're used to waking up at 11 or 12, and you want to start waking up at 8 o'clock every morning, in the beginning, it's going to be easy because you're going to be fueled with motivation. However, as time goes on, there's going to be your habits that are going to come into play. So if your habit of waking up at 11 a.m., if that's your habit, that's going to start coming into play, and that's going to start challenging you, and that's going to start kind of, you know, being at the back of your mind and really wanting to kind of grab your attention. So I want to go through it today in terms of just understanding that whatever you want to achieve, whatever goal you want to hit, that it is possible. Okay, because the power of belief plays a massive part in achieving success. So I want to go through just installing a belief system in you guys, because that's what's going to carry you through these next 90. If you don't believe that you can hit the goal for yourself, okay, if you don't believe that you can hit the goal that you've set for yourself after this 90 days, you're not going to bother working towards it. You're going to give up probably mid 90, and you're probably just not going to have the motivation, or you're going to say you're doing things and you're not actually doing them, or you're going to find yourself not knowing what to do on a day-to-day basis, okay, because you don't even believe that you can achieve what you set for yourself. But what I wanted to do today is install a belief in you, because I want you to understand that anything that you've set your mind to, if you can think it, then you can do it, okay? And that it is possible, okay? I just want you guys to look at your goals and look at your dreams and understand that it's possible. Okay, it's not impossible. The word impossible is I'm possible. So it is possible. You need to keep an open mind and understand your potential and believe in your potential to be able to achieve these things. So everyone, I want you to drop in the chat box, it's possible, because anything that you have set for yourself this next 90, it is possible, regardless of how big that goal is, because I know we like to strive high. Regardless of how big that goal is, it is possible. If it's icon, it's possible. If it's 5K, it's possible. If it's 3K, it's possible. It is possible, okay? If someone else can do it, then you can do it. And that's the mindset that we're going to install today, because we are no different from anyone else, okay? I have met millionaires that don't have any skill set, okay? They're silly, but they believed they could, so they did, okay? I've met people that are more qualified to be in that position, but because they don't believe that they can be in that position, they don't work towards that position, okay? So today, we're understanding that whatever we want to do, however we want to go, and whatever we want to achieve, it's very much possible, okay? And I want to keep an open mind in terms of understanding your potential and understanding the things that you can do to yourself, because you can carry yourself to that goal, okay? You can carry yourself to that goal, but I want you to understand you don't have to do it alone. Okay, you do not have to do it alone. You are in a community that can hold you accountable, that can help you on your days that you're feeling not 100%. Okay, so have an understanding and have a belief in possibilities. Okay, the importance of believing in the possibility of achieving your dreams. Okay, because most people, they go through life and they don't even realize their full potential. They don't realize that they can have more or be more Because they don't believe that it's possible. They don't believe that it's possible. So a lot of people go through life and they don't strive for more. A lot of people go through life, I'm just going to take every day as it comes. You've been doing that up until now, and how has your life ended up? Stop taking every day as it comes. Take charge of your day. It's not take every day as it comes. We'll see what happens tomorrow. No, choose what you're going to do tomorrow. Take charge of your day. Overcome doubt. Don't leave any space for doubt in your mind. Okay? Don't leave any space for fear in your mind. Those are the biggest blessing blockers. The fear of opinions and the fear of failure block so many people's blessings. So many people's blessings. Someone's opinion of you, it doesn't have to become your reality. Okay? If someone believes that, you know, this isn't going to work, this is a scam, this is whatever, and then you give up after a month, you've just proven it to them. You've just literally agreed with them, and I probably can guarantee that you would not swap your life with theirs, but you're buying their opinion and you won't even buy their lifestyle. It doesn't make sense. If you wouldn't buy their lifestyle, do not buy their opinion, because those people will hinder your success. And their reality will become your reality because you're taking on their opinions. So this next 90, we're overcoming the doubt. Anyone that doubts us, anyone that makes us feel like we have to limit ourselves to make them feel comfortable, we are removing that safely. Okay, safely. It's necessary that you align yourself with people and attract people in your life and in your business who are hungry, who are like-minded, people who are unstoppable, people that are literally go-getters. Okay, and the only way you will attract that is if you become that, and if you align yourself around people that are already that. Okay, you want people that refuse to give up. You want people that refuse to leave life just as it is. You want people that want more. Okay, and in order to attract those people into your life, you need to become that person. Okay, and how do you become that person? Start surrounding yourself with people like that. Okay, it's so necessary to align yourself with people that are on the same journey as you. This next 90, you're going to be surrounded by people that are on the 90 and are not on the 90. And I promise you, the people that are not on the 90, they don't understand. They do not understand what you're about to do. Just like Belle said, say your goodbyes. I told my family the next 3 months, stop inviting me out places. I don't want to come. I cannot come. I'm doing this for us. Okay. I can't afford to take a day off, not this next 90. So because that's my mindset, I now need to surround myself with people that are on the same mindset, if not more, because they are going to encourage me to keep going. They're moving unstoppable, so I'm going to move unstoppable. They're not coming up with excuses, so I'm not coming up with excuses. But if I was to tell my mum I'm not taking a day off, she's like, Mum, you need to take a day off. You need some rest. You need to look after yourself. No, that's not what I want to hear. That's not what I want to hear. I love you and I appreciate you, but that's not what I want to hear. I don't want a day off. I don't want a day off. Okay, understand that people are going to tell you slow down. People are going to tell you, you know, take time, you know, you're overworking, you're working a lot, you need a break. Yes, that's what the 90-day burst is about. Okay, after this 90, I can take a rest. After this 90, I can take a day off. After this 90, I can do what I want to do. But this 90, this is personal. It is serious. Your life is depending on it. How your life looks at the end of this year, how your Christmas is going to be, relies on this next 90. I promise you, your whole life can change in 3 months. Mine did. When I joined this business, a week after this business, I went on a 90-day run. I went from 0 to 3K, to quitting my job, to doing this full time, to helping hundreds of people. It's crazy, guys. If you put your head down for 3 months, your life will change. And I can say it from experience. And I can say it because I've seen it. I've seen it so many times, to the point where it can't even be debunked, because it's happened so many times. People change their life in 3 months. And it's up to you if you want to change your life in 3 months, or if you're going to be in the exact same position, if not worse, after this 3 months. And I say worse because you're going to be watching people level up around you. You're going to be watching people rank up around you. You're going to be watching people hit five-figure days through trading around you. But it's because they're doing the work. It's because they're not giving up. It's because they're overcoming. It's because they're staying consistent. And it's up to you if you want to be a part of that or not. You can jump on these calls. You can say you're doing the work. You can say you're doing the mind work. You can say you're doing all of it. But at the end of the day, when it's only you in your room, what are you really doing? When no one's watching, when no one has an opinion, when no one can see what you're doing, what are you really doing? Because when you're around people and you're showing up more and you're doing more, and it requires you to be around people to be actually doing the things that you need to be doing, are you really doing it correctly? Because majority of the time you're alone. So if you need people around you to be actually doing the work, and you feel like, okay, I'm in a room where everyone's working, I guess I've got to work. But then when you're alone, you're not doing anything. It means you respect the opinions of other people more than you respect yourself, because you're not even doing the work when you're alone. You need to act as if there's another version of you watching you all the time. There's your future self watching you all the time, relying on you to make good decisions today so you can become that version of you. Imagine if what your future self was looking at you for the last 2 to 3 months. Would they be proud of you? Would they be disappointed in you? Ask yourself these questions, because these honest questions are going to get you through the 90. If you don't hold yourself accountable, and if you don't hold yourself to a standard, and if you don't get onto yourself sometimes, you're going to give up. You're going to blame everyone else for your failure but you, because you failed to look at where you are going wrong. And I've had these conversations with they're not easy conversations to have, when you realize that the only thing that has been holding you back from your dreams is yourself. It hits you. It hits you. But the conversation is necessary for your growth. The conversation is necessary to achieve my goals. If I have to have a few difficult conversations with myself to enable myself to grow so that I can achieve my goals, the conversation's worth it. The uncomfortability is worth it. Serious, guys. This next 90 is serious. This next 90 can really take you to new heights. This next 90 can really change your life. But you're still stuck in a not believing phase that you haven't even started doing anything. You're still stuck in a I'm seeing how it goes to even start doing anything. Why don't you just do it? 3 months, put your head down and work. Cut off any distraction, cut off anything that takes your energy away from your goal, cut off anything, because it's too expensive. Too expensive. If it costs you your goals and it costs you your dreams, it is way too expensive. Way too expensive. So this next 90, we need to understand our goal. Understand in 4 weeks' time, where do I want to be? In 8 weeks' time, where do I want to be? In 12 weeks' time, where do I want to be? Every week, you're looking at your week by week. How am I doing? Am I on track to my goal? If I am, great. What can I do more to get there? If I'm not, okay, what can I do more to get there? Okay, write down your dreams, write down your goals, journal as if you are already your future self and you've already achieved the things that you wanted to achieve. I literally, in 2022, I wrote a letter to myself, and this was through the period where I was really, really healing. I was doing the deep work, and I wrote a letter to myself of the 2023 version of me, and I uploaded it on my TikTok. I won't be able to find it now, it's long to find, but I uploaded it on my TikTok, and it was like a live reaction of me reading this letter, because I forgot that I had even wrote it. Okay, and I wrote it to my future version of myself, and I basically just let her know that I'm proud of her, and that, you know, 2023 was going to be the best year yet, and all of these things. And it's crazy, and it makes me emotional even speaking about it, because everything that I wrote on that letter came true. Everything that I wrote on that letter came true. Okay, these things happen. Make sure you're writing to yourself. Make sure that you're journaling, because when you do achieve the goals and you can look back at it, you can see that this really works. There's so many things that I've written down that have come true. There's so many things that I used to manifest 12 people into my organization. I used to say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I have 12 people in my organization and I'm able to help people. 12 people. I used to manifest that. It's crazy. Genuinely, guys, scripting, writing, it works. It works, okay? So set your clear goals. And I don't want your goals to be mediocre. And if you don't know what you're working towards for this next 90, please set yourself a goal. Okay? And I want you to aim high. Okay? Aim for something where you feel like you're going to have to apply pressure on yourself to achieve it. I don't want it to be easy. It's not supposed to be easy. Okay? I want you to shoot for the moon. And even if you miss, you're going to land amongst the stars. Okay? So don't let the sky be your limit. Don't let the sky hold you down. We're going straight past the sky, because life has no limitations. Only accept the ones you make for yourself. Only those ones. Okay? So you have to know within yourself that you can do what you want to do. You have to know within yourself that you can achieve what you want to achieve. You have to know that. Okay? Imagine what you could achieve if you just unlocked infinite power within yourself, like that hunger mode inside of you. Imagine what you could achieve. Okay? Imagine who you would be. Imagine what your days would look like if you really went ham on your goals. Okay? Because if you don't imagine what you look like, if you don't imagine what it can be like, then there is no point. Visualization is so important. I tell you guys to meditate, visualize, gratitude, affirmations. That's the key. We think in pictures. We don't think in words. We think in pictures. So we need to imagine the person that we want to be. We need to imagine what that house looks like. We need to imagine what that car looks like. We need to imagine what that ranks looks like. We need to imagine the version of yourself when you achieve these things. Okay. So first and foremost, you need to decide what you want. And then second, you need to decide what you will give up to get there. Because you are going to have to give up some things to get up. Okay. And that is going to be, a lot of it is going to be time. A lot of it is going to be time. You're going to have to sacrifice your time. Okay. And I would definitely say spend 10 to 20 minutes a day visualizing who you want to be, visualizing achieving that goal, visualizing whatever the case may be, whatever you want to achieve, visualize it. Okay, visualize it. Okay, and then once you visualized it, once you're out of that Zen mode, you take action. Take consistent action towards your goals. You don't have to be great, or you don't have to be some sort of powerful person to get started, but you have to get started to become that person. Okay, so understand that every day those small steps are going to contribute towards your goal. So write out your daily MOs. Write out, these are the things that I need to do on a daily basis. These are the things that I need to do. These are my actionable steps for my goal. Okay, understand what steps it's going to take to get you there, those daily steps, and making sure that you are completing those daily steps. Okay, you need to understand you can do what you can where you are with what you have. Okay, and never be satisfied with what you already have. Be grateful, but don't be satisfied. Grateful, but I'm not satisfied. I'm grateful that I have a home, but I'm not satisfied with this one. I want a nicer one. I want a bigger one. I want a high rise. Okay. Too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears. Okay. Too many people are living their fears. Too many people are ready to give up. Too many people are ready to place the limit and belief on themselves. And you know what? One that really grinds my gears, but I've learned to just be quiet because I'm not on the back and forth anymore. When people say they are dyslexic, you've just placed a limiting belief on yourself. You've just decided that because you don't read the same as everyone else, or you don't speak the same as everyone else, or whatever or you don't write the same as everyone else, you are less abled than everyone else. That's not the case. But because you've said that, it's now the case. You may think, okay, your brain works a little bit different to other people. That's okay. But you saying you're dyslexic, I believe, this is my opinion, okay? I believe people with dyslexia, okay, they just think differently. It shouldn't be placed where you are diagnosed with something and now you have a limit on yourself. No. You just think differently, which means you have to do a little bit different to get to the same result as someone else. It doesn't mean you're dumb. It doesn't mean you're now being held back. It doesn't mean that you have to go at a slower pace. No. It just means you think differently. You do a little bit different to the average person, and that's okay. And that's okay. I don't believe in all this placing diagnoses on everything. I don't believe in that, because it validates people having a limiting belief in themselves. Oh, that's why I haven't achieved anything, because I'm dyslexic. Oh, that's why I haven't achieved anything, because I've got ADHD. Oh, that's why I haven't achieved anything, because I've got this. No, you just need to learn with how your brain works. Learn how your brain thinks. Learn how your brain does. That's it. You just think differently. It's not a limiting belief. But the second that you say, I can't do that because of this, you've just placed a limiting belief on yourself. You've just told yourself that you are no better than the average person because you have dyslexia and they don't. So they're more inclined to achieve their goal than you are. It doesn't work like that. That is absolute silliness. And for you to even believe that you can't achieve your goal, or you're going to be slower in achieving your goal, or it's going to be harder for you to achieve your goal, then that's what it's going to be. Then that's what it's going to be. So stop believing other people's opinions of you. Stop living your fears. Act the way you want to become, and you become the way you act. Okay? You got to be willing to sacrifice. Let me get my charger. Hold on, guys, because I don't want my phone to die. And I'm in the middle of ranting. I really should try the lights on. I forgot. You'll be happiness. One second. There we go. It was literally on 10% 2 minutes ago, and it went back down to 5%. Great stuff. Cool. You have to be willing to sacrifice. Okay, you have to be willing to do the things that others won't do in order to have the things that others won't have. You have to be willing to give up your time. You have to be willing to give up fun. You have to be willing to give up anything and everything to get to where you want to be. And this is something that a lot of people fail to do. And I think it's so important. If you are struggling, or if you're having a down day, or if you're feeling like I'm doing everything and I'm overwhelmed, and whatever the case may be, ask for help. Ask for help. And don't ask for help in a way where you're a victim, because you're not a victim. You're just facing an adversity right now. You're just facing an obstacle right now. But reach out and ask for help. Your enroller, your mentor. And this is so important. Please, and I'm saying this from personal experience, we are not qualified therapists, right? We don't have any qualification in therapy whatsoever, okay? None of us do. So please, when you are venting, okay, just take heed that there is someone at the end of that message, and just understand that they do have to be in a space where they can receive whatever you want to vent. Okay, so make sure you're asking them, hey, I'm having a difficult day. Is it okay if I vent to you for a second? Do you have that capacity to be able to take this on right now? Because you need to understand that your mentor, your enroller are dealing with hundreds of other people as well. And if everyone was to go to them and vent to them all the time, they would be overwhelmed. So you need to always make sure, are they in the correct space to be able to receive your venting right now? Okay, and once you've got that confirmation and you vent, okay, your mentor, if they're a good mentor, they are going to validate how you feel, but then give you solutions. Because we don't just complain. Okay, we don't just complain here. And it's not necessarily complaining. I don't believe venting is complaining. I believe that, you know, you're allowed to vent, you're allowed to express how you feel. It's not a complaining thing. However, when it comes to it, okay, we always want to provide solutions. Okay, there is no point talking about something if you can't provide a solution for it. Okay, so ask for help. If you're feeling like this 90 days is pushing you, or this 90 days is, whatever the case may be, ask for help. And it's not because you're weak, but because you want to remain strong. Okay, you want to remain at a good level, and sometimes all that needs is a conversation with your mentor. Okay, sometimes all you need is a conversation with your mentor where they can give you some productive things to do, some, someone to vent to, give you some sort of solution, and then you can move forward and you continue your 90 days. But if you don't reach out, no one's going to know you're struggling. No one's going to know that you're having a hard day. No one's going to know that you feel like giving up. No one's going to know that you didn't do any of your things today because you've been overwhelmed. No one's going to know that unless you ask for help. Okay. So I want us to really, this next 90 days, there's going to be obstacles. Okay. There's going to be things that are going to come in the way. Okay. And I want you to understand that these are all a part of the journey. They're all a part of the process, and they're here to help you grow. Okay. Always understand that, and this is the mindset that I've had for a really long time, is no matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm always going to make it. No matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it. Regardless of external, regardless of what's going on, regardless of what life throws at me, I'm going to make it. Because there ain't no way that I went through everything that I had to flipping go through for nothing. That's the mindset you guys need to have. No matter how bad this shit gets, no matter how bad it is, I'm going to make it, because I didn't go through all of that for nothing. I didn't go through life hitting me and all of these things and all of these losses and all of this for nothing. I'm going to get on the other side of it. I'm going to be someone, blah, 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 whatever you want to be. You're going to make it. No matter how bad life gets, no matter how much life throws at you, you are going to make it. You have to believe that you can make it. Okay? When life knocks you down, you better pick yourself back up, dust yourself off, and keep going. When things go wrong, you don't go with them. Okay? If you do what is easy, your life is going to be hard. If you do what is hard, your life will be easy. You need to pick yourself back up again and again and again and again. You need to pick yourself back up. If right now, and I don't know who I'm talking to, but if right now you are saying you're doing the things, you're ticking all of the things, you're saying you're doing your morning routine, you're saying you're doing your night routine, you're saying you're doing the meditation, you're saying you're writing down your goals, you're saying you're doing all of these things and you're reading, but you're not doing it, you're only kidding yourself. You're only conning yourself. Because it doesn't affect me if you're doing your meditation. It doesn't affect me if you're doing your gratitudes. It doesn't affect me if you're running through brick walls to get to where you're going. It doesn't affect me in any sort of way. It affects you. It affects you. So what you're doing behind closed doors is really going to determine if you really achieve your goals or not. And it's so important, because we can really lie, okay? We can really pretend that we're doing the things. But the only person it is affecting is you. The only person that it is holding back is you. No one gets nothing out of you running towards your goals. No one gets nothing out of you doing 3 TikToks a day. We don't get nothing out of it. Okay? You do. So are you really kidding yourself? Are you say you're doing the things? Are you say you're doing the daily MOs? Are you saying that you're doing the goals and the morning routine? But then you're not. When you wake up, you check your phone, you snooze, you probably go to sleep for another little bit. You wake up when you feel like it, you go on about your day, or you wake up straight away, you're already rushing because you've now woken up late and you now got to rush to work and you didn't have any time for the morning routine. And then later on at night, you're tired, you slap on some Netflix and you go sleep instead of doing your night routine. I don't know who I'm talking to on this call, but I know, and I can guarantee, and I can put money on it, that there's someone on this call that does this. Because the 5% are only the 5% for a reason. Because 95% of people, unfortunately, they don't do the things that they need to do, or they give up when they're halfway there. And it's sad. But we want to change that percentage. We want to change that percentage. And it makes sense because there's 42 people on this call, and this call gets sent out to hundreds of people. This is the 5%. Okay. This is the 5%. So you need to do what others are not willing to do to get what they don't have. So you need to show up for yourself when no one is looking. Do the things when no one is looking. Act as if your future self is looking at you. Okay? Because this next 90, you're going to change. You're going to grow. You're going to overcome. But you're also going to realize whether success is for you right now or not. And it's sad. 90-day bursts really make or break people. Okay? They make or break people. But you have to look at your life like, this is something that I want to do. And if it's not this, then I have no idea what I'm doing. It's this or this. You have to look at your goal. It's this or nothing. I don't want anything less than this goal. Okay? So practice your affirmations. Really, the affirmations and meditation are the 2 keys. If you can take anything from these calls, and guys, please, again, I don't get nothing out of this, but I want you guys to achieve. I want you guys to succeed. I want you guys to be able to overcome everything and anything that comes in your way, so you can break generational curses, so you can do this for your family, so you can do this for your loved ones. And it starts off with affirmations and meditation. Affirmations, meditation. Affirmations, meditation. When you're done with that meditation, get to work. Understand that everything that you want, you can do. It is possible. You have to commit to believing. You have to commit to believing in yourself. You have to go out and fight for what you want, day and night. You don't get to give up. You have to sacrifice your sleep for it sometimes. You have to sacrifice your peace for it sometimes. You have to sacrifice your time for it sometimes. Okay? Think about it. Be about it. Do it. Okay? Create a concrete action plan. And if you don't have an action plan for this next 90 days, get in contact with your enroller now and let them know, I need a 90-day game plan. I need to know my daily MOs. I need to know what I'm walking towards, and I need you to hold me accountable, because this shit is personal. This is personal. This ain't for me. This is for the ones after me. I'm the sacrifice for the ones after me. I'm sacrificing it so they don't have to. Understand that whatever you want to achieve, it's not for you. It's for the ones after you, for the people that are going to join your team, for the people that are relying on you, for the family members that are looking at you and relying on you to do what is necessary. It's not for you. It's for your kids, 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 kids. It's for your family members. It's for your parents. We are the sacrifice. We're sacrificing so they don't have to. And I'm okay with that. But you have to be okay with that too. Because if you don't, your kid might have to. And that's another generation. And we're going to have to wait another 20 years. When you can just do it now. Okay? So with that being said, family, that is everything and everything that I wanted to go through. Please go out, smash this day. If you have not done your morning routine, you're not lying to anyone else but yourself. If you've not done your morning routine, go and write 10 gratitudes, 10 affirmations, your goals. Tell yourself it's possible. Tell yourself, I'm doing this shit. This shit is getting done no matter what, and get it done. Get it done. Write down in the physical. Your hand is connected to your heart. Your heart is what guides you. Write shit down. Don't type, write. Okay, write it down. With that being said, guys, go out, go smash your goals. Make sure this next 90 is the 90 that changes your life. This is the 90 that sets the tone for next year. And this 90 is a 90 where you don't have to do another 90 for another year because you're good. Okay, make this one count. Don't give up on your goals. And if you're close to your goals, you don't get to sleep. If you're close to your next rank, you do not get to sleep. Okay, sacrifice sleep, sacrifice time, sacrifice your peace, sacrifice whatever you have to sacrifice to get to where you're going. Sacrifice it. All right, have an amazing day, family. I appreciate you all. I hope you have an amazing day full of love, full of abundance, full of success, and have an amazing day. Share me on your socials, it really helps. And I'm trying to do my 10 a day, so appreciate you guys. Cyrus, your slips, please, for the love of God, for the love of God. I will stop resharing yours. But I appreciate you guys. Have an amazing day. Appreciate you. Have an amazing day. Take care, and we'll catch up.